What is up, guys? This is Godzilla Suplex, and before the video, I just wanted to take a second, like I do all the time, and thank my subscribers and my fans for watching my videos, guys. Y'all are the best, and enjoy the video. What is up, guys? Welcome to today's episode, where I'll be diving in talking about the two brightest young heavyweights in their division, Blaydes and Francis Ngannou. So let's start the conversation by looking at these two guys' previous fights. We'll start off with Blaydes. In his last fight against Mark Hunt, he almost got knocked out, showing weakness in stand-up against a power puncher. But he showed something else that he had. He had heart, he had determination, and not only did he have that, he had consistency to stick to a game plan by taking Mark Hunt down and exposing his really lackluster ground game. He took him down after almost being knocked out. He took him down every time. Just every time. 10 takedowns. That is amazing. That's almost a record in UFC history. Now, what I want to say about that is that he's got a bright future at only the age of 28. Usually a heavyweight at this point in the top 5 would be 30 or 31 like Francis Ngannou. But this dude has youth on his side. This is the golden age of heavyweights. With Cain Velasquez starting to come back. Got Derek Lewis, Mark Hunt in his twilight years. Martin Tabora, Steven Sturve, if I'm saying his name right. Fabricio Werdum still around. Alistair Overeem, Stipe Miocic, who's the greatest heavyweight of all time. And you got all these dudes floating around. You're already in the top 5. You're going to outlast all of them just by being there in age. He's definitely going to get a title shot. He's beyond that contender. He's in the position of waiting to fight for the title. Because his skill set is amazing. 9-1. Only Francis, the other person that we're going to talk about later, has beaten him. And let's now predict his next fight. Because after the impressive comeback win against Mark Hunt, a power puncher, I want to say that his next fight will be Fabricio Werdum, the Brazilian jiu-jitsu artist. He can submit you in 30 different ways. He has very good stand-up. And I think what the UFC is trying to do, particularly with him, is improve him to a point where he could be Stipe. That's all the matchups that they're putting together. Stipe's the GOAT. UFC, he's not that good to market. They want to get him off the board. That's just the truth. They don't want him as champion. But he's the GOAT, and nobody can beat him. He's defended his title 3 times, which is a record. So now what do? You position your guys to face each other that can cause the most improvement so they can fight the GOAT. So at this point, him only being 28, Stipe 35, he's got obviously youth. But what he also has is something that I don't think a lot of heavyweights have, and if they do have, to a sloppy extent. He has good weight on him. He's very fit, but he's big enough. He's not like Derek Lewis, who was kind of sloppy and not that fast. He has enough muscle mixed in with weight to weigh you down and to really tire you out when he takes you to the ground. So it's like a good combination that he has. So let's predict his next fight after Fabricio. Because I think what's going to happen with Fabricio Werdum is that even though Fabricio has good stand-up, he's not going to be used to that weight and that balance that he has a muscle and weight. So he's going to get on top of him, tire him out. It's going to be a good 3-round fight. But I think he gets the win by unanimous decision. Because he's not really a knockout artist. So then after that, in a shock, I think he's going to fight Overeem. I don't think they want Overeem to fight another knockout artist after that scary KO at the hands of Francis Ngannou. I think they want to start him off against a wrestler and, somebody who's most likely not going to finish him. I think he's in a very precarious position, if he fights Overeem, because Overeem, we don't know how he's gonna fight. He's pretty balanced kickboxer, so he's gonna do his thing, and then what if he gets taken down? How it's gonna be how much did he recover, and how much he's changed since that scary knockout that he suffered. So I think he wins by I think he wins by KO, ground and pound. I think his chin has been softened. His brain's been shooken up. And I think Curtis Blaydes wins by ground and pound. So now, what is his third fight? I think it's for third fights. Derek Lewis coming off of a loss from Francis Ngannou. I think he's going to lose that matchup. He's calling for it, Derek Lewis. He's going to lose. He's going to get knocked out. Then he's going to face Curtis Blaydes, and Curtis Blaydes is going to expose his other weakness. And that is the takedown. In his last fight against Tabora, he was taken down multiple times. He was about to lose the fight if he didn't get the knockout the last second. Now, he has power up until the end of the fight, but Derek Lewis, his takedown is terrible. Had that dude been bigger, like Curtis Blaydes, and more athletic, like Curtis Blaydes, he would have lost. There would have been no way that Curtis Blaydes would have let him got back up to his feet, and he would just took him down for the rest of the fight, and it would have been over. And maybe even knocked him out, because the dude he was facing Tabora did not have knockout power. So he wins that fight. So from now, it's 4-fight win streak. Mark Hunt, Fabricio Verdun, Derek Lewis, and Alistair Overeem. So now what happens now? 4-fight win streak. He either gets a shot at the title against Stipe or Daniel Cormier, whoever wins that championship fight, or he fights Francis Ngannou. Because Stipe is probably going to fight in December or November. So who's going to fight him? It's going to be one of two people. It's going to be either Francis Ngannou has improved so much to a point that he can earn a rematch, or it's going to be Curtis Blaydes. And I'm thinking a little Fabricio Verdun. He might bounce back after he loses to Curtis Blaydes in my prediction. But I think that he is still not going to be where Curtis Blaydes is, or Francis. I think in a rematch, Francis Ngannou beats Curtis Blaydes, knocks him out again. That's how good he is. Then Curtis Blaydes, and then Francis Ngannou maybe wins the championship against Stipe in December. An improved version of him who was more well-rounded and able to deal with Stipe in a 5-round fight. Then Francis Ngannou, and then Curtis Blaydes just kind of floats there until he's improved enough to win the title. And that's my thoughts for his journey. But now, let's talk about the journey for this monster, Francis Ngannou. This dude is everything you would want a heavyweight, except he's not well-rounded. He's already fought for the title. He's still pretty young, 31. That's still pretty young. And he's only been in the sport 5 years. He used to be a boxer. The dude's only been in this thing for 5 years. Most people, they've been in it for more than 10 before they even get a title shot. So the fact that on his power alone and his punches is able to take him this far without being exposed for his weak ground game is amazing. Imagine when he adds that to his game. So in his last fight, he lost to the champion, the GOAT, Stipe Miocic, who just took advantage of everything he didn't know. So now he's in a point where, okay, I'm ready to learn to be a well-rounded fighter. I think they put him up against Mark Hunt. He's about 2 or 3 fights away at this point since he just lost to the champion. So he's taking a little break. I think he'll be back a little bit before Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier fight. He's fighting Mark Hunt, who just came off of a loss. He's going to knock him out just in the first round, just brutal fashion. Then I think they put him against Derrick Lewis. Either he's going to fight Mark Hunt and Derrick Lewis in succession, I think. Then they might put him against Alistair again. I can't see Fabricio. Fabricio, he comes after Alistair because Alistair's going to try and take him down. He needs to practice on people who are going to take him down, but they're not good. That's not their specialty. Because if Fabricio takes him down, he's liable to get choked out. Because Fabricio's got that kind of technical skill that Francis doesn't. So you kind of want to feed him into submission artists. But still, even with that, Francis could probably knock the dude out. You know, imagine if he goes through all four of those guys. That's the heavyweight division right there. He's going to have to get a title shot. You know, so that's 2 fights. So let's say March of next year, March of next year, he's already back in the title picture. Fighting Stipe. And if it's Daniel Cormier, then that's going to be pushed even faster because Daniel Cormier doesn't have the same chin. But he has the crazy technique better than Stipe to take him down. So his course all really depends on how well he can become a well-rounded fighter because he's a monster. Fist-wise, boxing. He's got boxing down packed. He's got submissions pretty good, a B+. So we'll see. But my prediction for both of these guys' careers is just 2 future champions at 2 different times. Francis is going to become champion first. And then I think Curtis Blaydes will come maybe 2 or 3 years after. When he's 30, you know, and Francis Ngannou's 33 or 34. I think Stipe will get a little older. His body's going to start to quit on him. And Francis being going to be at the height of his level and have a great game plan will beat Stipe for the championship. Or maybe even Daniel Cormier. So that's my prediction for these 2 up-and-coming stars, guys. Thank you for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and y'all have a nice day. And look out for my next episode next week.